pensive pose. A slightly built, but obviously adult woman in a hooded black robe stood not 3 feet away. Her face was obscured by the dark hood, but the wet robe clung to her form. Arms crossed, she reminded Heather of a mean girl from high school. She was unarmed. The 5 towering half-wolf, half-human forms in a semicircle around her, on the other hand, were the definition of living weapons. Their wolf-like heads had teeth bared and ears laid back, ready to pounce. Long taloned fingers flexed, and their thick black tails swayed in the breeze. Unlike werewolves, these creatures didn't seem to have intelligence behind their yellow eyes, beyond that of a dog, just a powerful lust to chase Heather down and maul her to death. The hooded woman saw Heather staring at the 8-foot-tall beasts with wide eyes.
"You like my rougarou? They were a gift from my master,"
she said, a smile in her girlish voice as she reached over and petted one of their furry arms.
"They're not very smart, but they are loyal."
Heather blinked and stood up straight, her initial shock wearing off. She was a good 6 inches taller than the black-robed woman. The initial fear fell away when she saw that there were only 6 of them, and 5 were just big dogs. This fight was going to barely warm Heather up before it was over. Her face fell to a thin-lipped frown. "You're the one causing all the trouble out here? I'll have you know I've been traipsing through these woods looking for you for the last hour and a half, and I hate being out here. Now I'm pissed off. Come on, you goth reject. Let's get this over with so I can get home and have a hot cup of tea and get out of these fucking soggy clothes." The woman threw back her hood, revealing the face of a woman in her early 30s with wavy blonde hair. She giggled, putting a hand to her lips. That was very childlike and creeped Heather right out.
"I'm Celine," she said coyly. "What's your name?"
Heather raised her daggers and readied herself. "I'm Heather Resnick, Valkyrie of the Sisterhood, and the last person you will ever see." Celine's eyes went wide, and Heather saw that they were mad.
"Oh, a Valkyrie. Master will be so pleased to have you as a pet. I'm glad you came to see us."
"I didn't come to see you, idiot. I came to kill you. Now, tell me where your master is, and we can get this over with," Heather growled, gripping her daggers tighter.
"Oh, don't worry about that. I'll take you to him soon enough,"
Celine said, in a deep and ominous voice. The rougarou all attacked at once, 5 sets of talons coming at Heather with astonishing speed. Heather put her arm up almost casually and formed a protective shield that wrapped halfway around her in a bubble. The talons raked against the invisible shield, sending out sparks that glowed golden in the night. Bunching her legs, Heather sprang forward, using the shield to bat the rougarou off their feet and onto their backs, getting within striking distance of her target. Her free hand pointing the silver dagger at the robed figure's heart as she thrust. The smile was back on Celine's face as she held out a hand to intercept the incoming shield.
"So strong. You'll be a great snack."
A black mist poured from Celine's fingers, slamming into the shield and coating its surface like a viscous oil. Heather had anticipated something like this, but dark magic usually had a hefty tinge of red to it. This spell was blacker than the night that surrounded them. Rougarou were regaining their feet, heads shaking in anger and frustration. One let out a howl that was quickly picked up by the other 4. Then the forest filled with the sound of howling wolves. There were dozens of return calls, most close by, and all of them had a tinge of pain to their timbre. A sharp pain in Heather's blocking arm made her suck breath through her teeth. She saw that the mist had eaten a hole in her shield and was now pouring onto her arm, eating through her leather coat sleeve. She redoubled her efforts and poured celestial magic into the shield, and the hole closed up, but to her horror, the mist